college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Got enough for the first. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Great pass, it's complete. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to get him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's caught. It's Lane. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And really nice on 3rd down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to beat them to the corner on the right. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This crowd, full throat, spreading the ear down for the tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Rebels looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. There he goes down the right side. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Rebels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway. That is a massive play on special teams.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punch it out of the air. At the 35, he's open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Go to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The play action fake. He's going for a big play downfield. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Shotgun snap on third down. Interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lane. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Campbell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they
breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Zings it complete to the right. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. The Ducks will hustle with the line. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Campbell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unleashes one deep. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Lost to fire on second down. Touchdown Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Release to the back. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
And how How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Under fire. On target to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. Thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quick strike complete. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lane. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Lane. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. They They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on third down, so now the fourth down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reece, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Pressure coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the
He gets a hand on it. He didn't get there. A stop for this defense, and now they've got a chance to save themselves.
And what a great big-time effort, not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating on the field goal unit. And how big is that for the scoreboard? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Can't find this man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is ready to give them a first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play, and this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys on.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Rebels! They jump on top here in OT. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ducks! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point is good. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.